WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
FM 88.1 WHPR, Highland Park.
WVIE 107.3 FM Charlotte, Amalia, Virgin Islands.
The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
Talk about that elephant in the room. Before I begin, I would like to give a couple of shout outs, and I want to give a shout out to my husband, Charles Stinson, the best thing in my life that's going right now, just like a drug. I can just shoot him up all day. I love you, Charles. Okay, I want to give a shout out to my son, Robert. I love you, son. I'm praying for you. I'm so good that you're getting back on your feet and things are going well for you. I want to give a shout out to my son, Donnell. Hi, Donnell. I haven't seen you in a while. It would be nice to see you. Can you please stop by or give me a call? My daughter, Dale, I think she's in the Marines and she's in Arkansas or Arizona. Hi, Dale. And my daughter, Robin. Hey, spoiled brat. How you doing? I love you. So, before we begin today, I want to tell you guys something that happened. Sunday, matter of fact, yesterday. And I was going home from church. You know, I'm a video vigilante, so I'm always videotaping. So, as we're driving, you know, they have the islands where you can, if you're coming down one way, you can turn back around. So this man came out, it was like the movies. He hit the curb and was flying, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, he is crazy. So as he's driving, I guess he noticed I had my camera on his truck. So he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? So, he goes to calling me out my name and everything, and I'm telling him, don't talk to me like that, whatever, and blah blah blah. So I'm like, you know what, you're gonna be on the show. So I before I even say anything else, I want to let you know my show that I do at home, in my studio. I'm going to tape these, and they're going to be on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. So anyway, this guy gets upset because he's telling me, you can't do that. This is public. You can't be taped, brother. He jumps out the truck with a hammer like he's about to bust my window. So, I'm supposed to be going to the police office and show them this tape and everything. I'll let you guys know how that turned out. But this man was a raving lunatic. And not only that, people are going crazy all over the city, driving like they've lost their minds. And it's just terrible. So, I just had to say that because I just think that was crazy. I want to give a shout out to my brother Reggie. Hey, Reggie, I know you probably been trying to get in touch with me. My phone is not working. So, on to the show. Now, the last time that we were talking about immigrants, and we were talking about how they actually was whipping the Haitians like they were slaves, and they were like patty watters or whatever they called them back in the day, back in slave days. They were the police. They actually were the police, and they were slave catchers. And what we seen on TV is the same way they treat slaves. Now, they didn't treat these white immigrants like that. They let these white immigrants come over. They're getting ready to get maybe 50, 60% of whatever government assistance you guys may be getting, which is sad. I've said it before and I said it again. There's so many homeless people in the United States. Why? Why are we bringing more people in here? Matter of fact, why are we playing favorites to who can come in here and who can't? The bad thing about it is black people should be able to come in. We built the country, so they should have been able to come in. Where are all these white folk? What are they doing? The bad thing about this, ladies and gentlemen, is every immigrant that comes into the United States, once they get Americanized, the first thing they do is downgrade black folks. And we're the ones who actually started marching and soliciting for people to get with us to get this immigration bill off the ground. And now these people coming in here spitting on us, treating us like crap. Now, I am a budding vigilante, video vigilante. You all know that. I keep me a body cam, especially for the police. And you guys should do the same. It's not that much money. It's under $200. If you can go out and spend $70 on a bag, and if you can go out and spend $120 on an outfit, you can get you a body cam, because I'm tired of people saying, you said. Let's rewind this, shall we, and see exactly what I said. Now, let's see what you said. It's dangerous out in these streets, especially for somebody like me, because I'm not scared, and I'm not scared to die. Not saying I don't want to die anytime soon, but I'm not scared to die. I'm out here giving you the news that these ratchet news reporters don't want to give you. Now, I will say one thing about the police. And you know I'm always getting down on them because they're full of crap. Now is, since they've had this graduation for the police department, the Detroit Police Department, it's more Caucasian brothers and sisters in Detroit now. The bad thing about this whole thing is, and it's sad, it do make me want to cry. Being a police officer is very dangerous, and you can find yourself in an escalated situation just like that. But sometimes these police officers egg folks on into an accelerated situation. I've heard the police say, well, I'm scared to work in the city of Detroit. Then don't work in the city of Detroit. Police officer told me that. So if you're scared to work in the city of Detroit, that means you'll shoot somebody and ask questions later. You shouldn't be saying that stuff to me, because I'm going to let my viewers know. If you're scared to work in Detroit and you have a gun and you're scared of black men and certain black women, why are you working in Detroit and you got a nervous trigger finger? Why are you doing that? You guys, watch out for these police officers. If you got your phone and they come up to you, don't videotape nothing. Voice, do it, audio. Record them. So you ain't got to be putting your camera all up in their face. They ain't even got to know you're recording. Half the time, these police don't even have their body cams on. That's because they so corrupt. They don't have the body cams on when they first get out of the car, because they're trying to test the climate of the situation. Now, I will give them props on this. Last Tuesday or Wednesday, I was on West Chicago and Greenfield, and I heard this big bang. Someone had hit this black man's truck and kept on going. As a matter of fact, they hit him, then they went to churches right directly across the street. The good thing I liked about this, because we always say, where's the police when you need them? They was actually coming up Greenfield, and he was waving them down, and they were very considerate and nice. He told them what happened. They went right over to churches to get with these folks. So I will say that there are some Caucasian brothers out here, and they take their job seriously. They're not trying to hurt anybody. They just want to do a good job. And I understand that for some of y'all. But some of y'all are a hot mess. I'll ask you a question and you act like if wasn't nobody around, I'll shoot you. Don't act like you can't get shot either. I'm tired of these police officers. I seen, and this is the saddest of them all, I seen, and I told y'all that this is on the books. There was a man and a lady at the bus stop. The lady went to walk away and the man grabbed her by her arm and flung her, behind the bus stop over some cement things, and she fell. She get up to wave for the police and they keep going, and there's no way they didn't see it. There's no way in the world these people did not see it. We have to start taking care of each other. We have to start patrolling our own streets. If there are police officers out there that you feel they're good people and you know that they're good for the community, white or black, then help them out. But a lot of you pigs are just pigs. You don't care about nobody. And I told you guys this last week or 2 weeks ago. They put in effect, they passed a bill in 2005 stating that the police don't have to help you constitutionally. They say the police have a constitutional right not to help you. So why do we have police again? I just want to know. Can somebody please tell me why do we have police officers when they're constitutionally not, they don't have to help you? Why are we coming out our money paying folks that don't have to help us? That's an oxymoron. Now, when they were talking about defunding the police department and all that, now, I wasn't with that. We can reconstruct it. We can have civilians come in and talk to the police officers that's about to go out in the street. Like every year, these people would have to see some type of psychologist, psychiatrist. They need sensitivity training. Y'all don't give them nothing. Y'all teach these people to be the police department, and not just Detroit, all the police departments across the world. They teach police to rough you up first and then start talking to you. They had this thing, I cannot remember what city it was in. It was probably North Carolina. It might have been North Carolina. This white man, they pulled him over. Well, they was trying to pull him over, and he rode all the way till he got to his house. So when he got ready to get out, he started swinging on him. Mind you, this man is white. They didn't pull out no guns. They didn't pull out no tasers. They just tried to grab him and subdue him. The man took one of their batons and started beating up the officers. Still, no guns, no tasers, no nothing. Now, if that was a black man, his family would have been going to his funeral. And I want to say to the Detroit Police Department, I am out there watching you. Everything you do. Speaking of the Detroit Police Department, I was following one of these jokers one day. Two white cops over here on 12th and between 12th and 14th Highland in that area. I followed them about 40 minutes. 40 minutes. They never stopped. They never said, what you doing? They know me. They know who I am. They gonna go pull in the alley like I'm gonna be stupid enough to go in there. Boo to you Negroes. Ain't nobody about to go up in no dang on alley knowing you don't like me. We gotta start getting on one accord. All you grown Negroes that's 50, 40, 60 years old, you on the block drinking and something happens and stuff start popping off and you want to run in the house like a sissy, you ain't no man. Because back in the 60s and 70s, men didn't play that. Men did not play, for example, when I was 10 years old, My brother used to clean up for a lady directly across the street from us. She had a daughter named Kenyatta. Her name was Carol. She moved some young man in there. His name was Tommy. Come to find out, the man was molesting her daughter. Police never showed up, but guess who did? All the men on the block beat him down and made sure he never came back. We need to get back to the way we were, a family, like back in the 60s and 70s. Even in the 50s, we all looked out for each other. Nobody was above nobody. Nobody wanted to talk nobody down. When black businesses was around, we more than supported them. That's another thing. Some of you black folks are ignorant. Now, if it don't apply, let it fly, but some of you are ignorant. You would rather go to a Chinese place where these people talk about you in their native tongue all around the country. They're jumping on black women, and you stand in line, like I said, over here on Greenfield and between Joy Road, like a block and a half off Joy Road and Greenfield, nail time. I used to take my husband, because my husband is on his feet all the time, so I like to pamper him sometimes. And I used to take him there so he can get a pedicure and everything. And I heard them say something one day, and he was in the midst of getting his pedicure, so I didn't want to stop him from getting his pedicure. So I didn't say anything. When we got back home, I tried to the best of my ability to remember, because I kept saying it in my mind. And when I got home, the Chinese lady was calling one of the other women a nigger. And I've actually told you guys that everything ratchet we say, Google it and say, how do you say B in Chinese or in Pakistani or Arab? They're going to tell you. And you're going to be surprised how much these people talk about you straight to your face. They'll tell you, how you doing, my little Hamid? That's a monkey. And you're so stupid. I'm fine. Black people, I keep telling you, I keep saying, I keep asking, I keep begging, I keep coming to you and asking you guys. We have to be more intelligent than what we are. I'm tired of watching you young women walk outside. You just got out the bed. You still got your nasty, funky pajamas on. You probably had sex, threw them on and came. Because I smelled some chick at the store 2 weeks ago and was like, oh, my God. She was like, what you talking about? I'm talking about you, sister. You stink. You smell like you've been having sex all night. If you don't want to get embarrassed, please don't let me see you, because I'm going to tape you and put you on the internet. Just like my man who had the hammer. You can't videotape me. All this is public, bro. I can do what I want with my camera wherever I want to, because it's all public. I'm tired of you black men thinking you could talk to your black sisters any kind of way, but let Karen or Suzette or one of them come around, because it's forbidden fruit. Bet nobody mess with Becky. Nobody better mess with Becky. I love Becky. What about Monquisha? The hell, Monquisha. But Monquisha is closer to you than Becky is, and Becky about to get you arrested because you don't want to be with her no more, so she gonna say you hit her. I have no problem with interrelational relationships. I have no problems with that. But what I do have problems with is these young girls, these young white girls who get upset with their daddies and tell them, like Chris Rock say, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to go into the urban hood and be a stripper and get me a black boyfriend and all this. And their father will lose their mind and make sure they get everything they need to make sure they don't come to the hood and be with none of the brothers. Guess what? None of the brothers' mothers want you with them anyway. And the only ones who do are hood rat mamas that's trying to get something out of you because you white and you trying to fit in. We got to stop this ganking, and we got to stop this trying to get over on each other. One thing I will say, and I do want to say, and it just eats me up. Please don't tell me you're a Christian and you scared of COVID. Please stop. I'm sick of you so-called Christians. Please quit telling me you're a Christian and you're scared of something you can't even see. You need to be scared of God. You can't see him either. You need to reverence him. What we fail to realize is because some of us probably wasn't back in the 50s and even the 40s or even the 20s. But they bring a virus out every 50 to 100 years. It's population control, people. I'm not about to shake and shiver and quake because somebody said, it's COVID out here. You better watch yourself. No, God is up there and I better watch myself. And speaking of God being up there, a lot of you Christians are crazy. And I'm going to tell you why. Especially you married men and some of you married women. You guys really quit saying you're a Christian man and you're fooling around on your wife. I've seen you. Quit saying you're a Christian woman and you just walked out of a hotel room. I seen you. And these two people are not married. I, for the life of me, don't understand why you say that you're a Christian, but you don't want to do anything that shows that you're a Christian. You're not nice to nobody. Your face is always puckered up like you've been sucking on lemons. And then you want somebody to be your friend or talk to you or be around. I got news for you. If your face frowned up, you look like you've been sucking on lemons and pickles, I don't even have no talk for you. Because you full of trouble. That's what I see in your face, trouble. We have to learn to get away from all these drama people. Some of us hold on to them for whatever agenda we want them for. But guess what? It's going to backfire and their drama is going to hit you one day. Stay away from these people that has so much drama in your life. Whenever they come over your house, here comes some people over there come looking for them. When you're around this type of climate, it's going to bring you down. Anything you associate yourself with becomes a part of you. Anything you think about long enough or speak about long enough, you can speak into fruition with the Lord's permission. If you keep talking about, I'm scared, COVID out here, guess what? You're going to be scared and then they're going to tell you got COVID. How are Christians scared of something that they can't see, for one? And two, I'm just asking a question. China is like, ooh, so far away from us. What is like 24, 26 hours to get there on a plane? Something like that. So how did this get all over the world like this? We already know. The powers that be, the government, I don't know if it's the UN. I'm just asking. The UN could come together and pull off something mass like this, don't you think? I'm just asking a question. Because the United Nations are really what rule the whole world outside of the five, like the Bilderbergs, the Rothschilds, I always have them on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, it's only five people, five families in this whole world that actually rules the world. They're talking about war. The Bible says when you hear of wars and rumors of war, take heart and not to be scared. But people are scared anyway. They act like they don't have they act like they don't have a father. They act like they don't have a father looking out for them. Well, I'm going to trust what the scientists say. Well, I'm going to trust what the Bible says, because the Bible says to trust no man. Well, we should listen to the scientists. God put them here for a reason, this, that, and the other. Maybe God did put them here for a reason, but you know what? This world is the devil's world. Why? Because God gave him permission. Actually, I'm going to say it like this. When Adam ate off the apple, not really Eve, Adam. When Adam ate the apple, everything evil came out. We started thinking evil. We started feeling evil. God had to kill just so they could be dressed. And now we go through this life just evil bound, speaking evil, doing evil, but yet and still we're Christians. I'm talking to my Christian brothers and sisters. Some of you people going to go to hell, and it ain't going to be people that you think it's going to be. It's not going to be that crackhead down the street. Because you know what? At the last minute, the Lord is going to clean them up and take them with him. And guess where you're going to be? Down here. Quit downgrading people because you think you got it in good with the Lord, because you don't. You're going to go, well, Lord, I did this. I did this in your name. Depart from me. I never knew you. A lot of you guys are in for a rude awakening, and I'm praying to the Lord that I make it in, because nobody really knows who's going where until God gets here. If we don't stop thinking we the stuff, the Lord is going to show you you're not. We are living in the last days here. We could come together in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. Now we got this Generation X. We got all of these black children telling black mothers and fathers what to do. I wish. I live by the wish factor. I wish one of my children would come up in my face and call me out my name and talk to me like I'm some ordinary smo. That will never happen. You don't got to like me. And I'm not talking to my children. I'm talking to people who deal with me on a regular basis. You don't got to like me, but you are going to respect me. All that foolishness out there with these women in their 50s and 60s, y'all need to stop that foolishness. You done turned into a human mattress because somebody hurt your feelings, and now you want to turn into Graham Central Station. Love yourself enough to keep your legs closed so you can learn about who you are and get your life in order. You know I love you, right? I wouldn't be saying this if I didn't love you. We got to start getting our lives in order, brothers and sisters. We got to start being nicer to each other, brothers and sisters. We got to look out for one another. Now, I'm just going to say this. When it's all said and done, if we don't come together quickly, something big is about to happen. Find out what side you're on, because something big is about to happen. And on that note, until next time, you guys stay strong and be strong.